Welcome to our channel In Wonder. Here we explore the latest breakthroughs in science and technology. Today, we're talking about nuclear fusion, which has the potential to change the world. Scientists have been working for decades to create sustained nuclear fusion, which would be an almost endless source of clean, safe energy. But despite all the research and money, long-lasting nuclear fusion has not been possible until now. In this video, we'll be discussing a revolutionary new breakthrough that has finally cracked the code on sustained nuclear fusion and how it could change the world forever. So sit back, relax, and get ready to be amazed. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more cutting-edge content like this. Let's dive in and explore this groundbreaking technology together. The need for energy to sustain civilization is immense, powering our houses, electronics, and appliances. Public transit, factories, and offices are just a few of the numerous ways in which electricity has become an integral part of modern life. Our energy usage rises in tandem with our rising requirements and demands. Coal, oil, natural gas, and renewable sources like solar, wind, and hydroelectric power have all contributed to the evolution of our energy infrastructure, which now boasts a wide range of complex technologies and applications. However, many of these energy sources are either scarce or harmful to the environment. Therefore, researchers have looked for alternate approaches. For inspiration, they looked to the natural world, and the stars were the first thing their eyes fixed up on. So how do stars generate their power? The answer is nuclear fusion. Fusion is the process by which two or more atomic nuclei join together to form a heavier nucleus, releasing a tremendous amount of energy in the process. Due to Einstein's equation, E equals mc squared, where E stands for energy and M stands for mass, the final element from the fusion process weighs slightly less than the total of its constituent parts, and this small quantity of missing mass is turned into energy. The final C in Einstein's equation stands for the constant value of the speed of light, which is approximately 300,000 kilometers per second. Since this value is squared, it represents an extremely large multiplier. Because of this, fusion is a very potent reaction. Electricity can be produced by smashing two atoms together at very high speeds, and this energy can then be used to power buildings and appliances. Since the 1950s, scientists have been trying to recreate this process on Earth as a potential source of carbon-free electricity, as it occurs naturally in stars. Furthermore, fusion can produce almost infinite amounts of energy without emitting greenhouse gases or other hazardous pollutants, since it is powered by hydrogen, the most plentiful element in our universe. The significance of nuclear fusion and why it is necessary. What do you think? Why it is necessary? Let's find the answer together. Radioactive waste is produced during nuclear fission. This waste must be carefully stored, maybe for hundreds of years. Nuclear fusion results in trash that decays significantly faster and has far less radioactivity. Unlike fission, nuclear fusion does not require any fossil fuels. In addition, it doesn't produce any of the greenhouse gases that are to blame for global warming. Most fusion studies use hydrogen as a fuel, which is easy and cheap to make from seawater and lithium. This means supplies might last for millions of years. It's been called the holy grail of creating renewable energy. So, for our safe environment, it is necessary. What is the process of nuclear fusion? Now, let's see the process of nuclear fusion. Nuclear reactions happen when two atoms of a light element, like hydrogen, combine to make one atom of a heavier element, like helium. These reactions can be used to generate a lot of energy. However, it's quite challenging to get two identical parts to merge. They are repelled by one another due to their shared positive charge. It takes a great deal of effort to break through this barrier. Extremely high temperatures, about 10 million degrees Celsius, and tremendous pressure, over 100 billion times that of Earth's atmosphere, are responsible for this phenomenon in the Sun. Scientists on Earth have tried a lot of different ways to create similar conditions here on Earth, but it has been very hard to maintain the required high temperature and pressure for long periods of time. The National Ignition Facility, NIF, in the United States recently claimed that it had successfully used a 192-beam laser to convert a minute amount of hydrogen into enough energy to run between 15 and 20 kettles. This is the first time that scientists have been able to produce more energy than they put into the experiment in the form of lasers. Doesn't that sound promising to you? How secure is the process of nuclear fusion? The most important question is how secure the process is, isn't it? Let us see what the specialists say on this occasion. The IAEA has determined that nuclear fusion is intrinsically safe. Because a fusion reaction needs such extreme conditions to start and keep going, it can never get out of hand. According to Sahila Gonzalez de Vicente of the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, fusion is a self-limiting process. If you cannot manage the reaction, the machine cuts itself off. Because the process generates less radioactive waste than nuclear fission, it is simpler to manage and store. So we have nothing to be concerned about. When will it be possible to use nuclear fusion on a huge scale? There have been some encouraging developments in the field of nuclear fusion in recent years, but the widespread use of the technology is still some time away. European researchers at the JET lab in the UK broke their own 5-second energy production record in February. The research program leading up to this point has cost billions of dollars, and even the successful NIF experiment in the US did not create more energy than was needed to make the lasers operate in the first place. A lot more work needs to be done before nuclear fusion can be utilized to power homes or companies. But physicists have hailed the US achievements and praised them as a truly breakthrough moment. Now that the first fusion has happened, scientists may turn their attention to finding ways to do it faster and for less money. If this project works out, it could lead to a world with almost unlimited energy resources. Here are some ways that this nuclear fusion breakthrough will change the world. 1. Eliminate or at least cut down on carbon emissions. If nuclear fusion can be used for commercial purposes in the future, then large corporations and individuals will be able to make the transition to cleaner energy sources. Unlike fossil fuels and nuclear reactors, nuclear fusion doesn't pollute the environment or make radioactive waste. Even if fusion energy isn't perfectly clean, it's much better than the energy sources we've been using up until now. Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm said at a press conference on Tuesday that the discovery basically opened up a whole new source of renewable energy, but commercial nuclear fusion could take decades to achieve. 2. Implement a cleaner energy source. Also, nuclear fusion plants are thought to be safer than nuclear fission reactors, even though they still make clean electricity. Plants that use nuclear fission, which involves the splitting of atoms, are known to generate radioactive waste that lasts for a very long time and may be detrimental to humans if they are exposed to it frequently. In contrast, nuclear fusion generates only a negligible quantity of radioactive waste over time, tritium, which is much safer for people. Nuclear explosions can't happen in a fusion reactor either. States that control the price and supply of important goods like oil are seen as powerful players on the world stage. However, any nation with the resources to build a nuclear fusion plant, money, water, and land, can do it and give energy to its citizens. The number of wars fought over raw materials could be reduced if this happened. 3. Make sure there's an infinite supply of energy available. Oil, coal, gas, and uranium are all now required to be mined from their natural deposits in order to be used as fuel. These, however, can't be relied upon indefinitely. Renewable resources such as the sun, the earthseed, and the wind can only provide so much power. If scientists can figure out how to harness the power of nuclear fusion to heat buildings, power vehicles, and generate electricity, it will provide a limitless supply of fuel. 4. Make room for additional progress to be made. Nuclear fusion would give scientists and researchers an almost endless supply of clean energy that could be used to make science and technology better. Desalination is one method that could be used to bring potable water to areas of the world that now lack it. Scientists could remove the salt and other minerals from ocean water to make fresh water if they had access to a lot of power from a nuclear fusion reactor. Rocket ships and other spacecraft might also use it as a source of power. With an infinite supply of renewable energy, medical professionals, scientists, researchers, and students might run as many tests on high-powered equipment as they need. This breakthrough in nuclear fusion could change the way we make energy and have effects all over the world. This discovery is a real game changer for people and will have an effect on our future for sure. What do you think? Please let us know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.